This is kind of like a bonus tip, but I always want to make sure that you have a reason to stay through my entire videos. There's always something good at the end. I'm always just hiding like little gems at the end. So this is how you can set up. Friends, what's up? I haven't had a Saturday off since April, and I figured, you know what? Let's spend this going over one of the scariest moments in my career. It happened about a month ago. I played a sold-out crowd at one of the biggest venues in DC, like where James Hype plays when he plays here. My table fell off of the entire platform. So, did I catch it? What did the stage manager do? Was he freaking out? Was he mad at me? We'll all go through it together. Let's watch a reaction video. A little different style today. Having some fun going through a little bit of the tape. Let's get into it. This was such a cool opportunity. It's in Washington, D.C., and yeah, it was on June 22nd. Now, this is about to get packed, and I'm getting set up, getting ready to go, getting a feel for what the night is. This is definitely the biggest show that I've played, for sure. I've played bigger crowds, but this is just an amazing venue, and we went out to go see like what it looked like, and oh my goodness, here it is. So yeah, there's a big bunch of people about to flow in, and I'm like, okay, wow. So all right, here's my boy. He's doing the filming, and you'll see him here in the Yankees hat in the corner. Now, I'm standing there watching the stage manager, and he's just ready to tell me when to start. And he's literally like telling me, he's like, hold, watch my left hand, hold, now. It just gives me a now. And that's when I fire off the song. So I'm not going to play the actual music here in this video so it doesn't get demonetized, but I will absolutely walk you through exactly what's going to happen, and the table falls in about T-minus 40 seconds. So this is Peppa's. You guys know that song. It's very boom ska boom tim 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 boom 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 ska boom boom boom, and everyone's just kind of building. We're feeling it. Full 2,500 people. All of these people are 22 to 28. They're optometry grad students from all over the country. Sellout crowd with a bus getting them all here, and they just rolled in, like running in, and it was the best crowd ever. And there, you could just tell they were ready to rock. And I think that jump right there set the table onto the edge. And then I'm excited. I say into my mic, I'm like, DC, that's the jump that got it onto the edge. And here we go. As soon as I drop the first beat, bam, you can see it. I mean, the whole house is rocking, like 8 million watts on this stage. The bass through my whole stomach, and then, oh my God. I'm screaming. I'm holding it all completely at this point. Screaming at this guy, like, dude, thank you so much. I can't believe I had such a good rapport with this guy. I was so glad that I did, because he just could have just blown right past me or not even noticed. And I have to kind of try to keep my, nothing's wrong vibe while everyone's watching. And he says, that's the closest it's ever to come, man. Do you want me to give you a little bit more? And he pushes it even further. So literally now I have about 5 inches from the back of what I'm standing on to the front of my table. Like, my toes are on my platform and my heels are hanging off of it. Whenever I jump, I'm landing on my toes and my heels are hanging off of the platform. But like seriously, let's go back and just see this. Like, the look on my face. Here it was. You can see it. It's coming. My boy is out in the crowd. He's videoing with the Yankees hat on. I'm on the microphone. DC, getting everybody going. I know the drop's about to come. I'm waiting for it. And as soon as the stage manager walks across the stage, I drop the beat. You'll watch him walk right about now. He goes over to do something else. And as soon as I grab my laptop, boom, it goes. Just the look on my face. Oh my God, just absolutely terrifying. It was terrifying because if I let go right there, everything's going to fall and crash. Not only is that all of my equipment, probably $4,000 worth of equipment right there, but I mean, yeah, the show must go on. That's all I'm thinking about. It's like, you cannot let this drop. So if anything ever is happening on stage, you've got to have somebody that you can look to. And that's why I always treat the stage hands, the stage managers, like they are king, because if anything ever goes wrong, they're the ones that are going to help you, right? I mean, you just got to make sure that you respect everybody and treat them the way that you would want to be treated. Now the cameraman's in my face, and I'm like just recovering from the fact that everything almost was a disaster, but I've just got to go through it now. And it's just one of those things. You got to power through and give them that vibe that they're looking for, which is, oh, this guy's killing it, right? So even when things go awry, you really got to keep it cool. I mean, you might have a camera on you at all times. You probably do have a camera on you at all times. In fact, that's really good advice to take. Like, you have a camera on you pretty much at all times. But that way, when there actually is one, you'll be ready for it. Whew! That was close, but could have been a disaster. Definitely averted. I do want to show you one other thing, and this is kind of like a bonus tip, but I always want to make sure that you have a reason to stay through my entire videos. There's always something good at the end. I'm always just hiding like little gems at the end. So this is how you can set up an amazing moment by doing your homework and a little bit of thought. So they told me at this event that it was going to be heavily, I said, what's the kind of like cultural breakdown? Like, is it heavily male, female, from where, at what age? Like, who am I playing to? And they said, well, it's going to be heavily female, lots of Asian folks and Indian folks. And I said, okay, like those are the two main demographics. And I was like, oh, interesting. All right. So I wanted to do something to like make it feel like the night was sort of not tailored to them, but I wanted them to know, like, I'm here for you. You know, if that's who's here, then I'm going to play something that I know is going to really do well there. And so I played Punjabi MC. It's Mundian Tubake. That's right. You can find it in the description. I'll put it down there. But, man, this song slaps. And I knew if there was going to be some Indian people there, they were going to love it. What's funny about this is before I'm about to drop it, now you can't just play this randomly. That's the whole point of this tip. I set this up so that they would never see it coming. And no one in the crowd did, no one in the lighting crew did, but watch what happens in this moment because I set it up by playing No Hands by Waka Flocka before it. That song slaps. And let me tell you something, these people were loving that song. Look at the crowd for No Hands. Like, they're feeling it. They're having fun. They're grooving. It's kind of like a slow beat, but like a rap song. You'll go figure it out on your own. You know that song. But they're having a blast to it. And it's kind of... And you see that lighting. Like, the lighting crew knew, like, oh, wow, they're feeling this song. Okay, cool. So, like, let's like, emphasize certain moments. Well, what's funny about what's about to happen here is... Now, I'm playing this song, and let's get to where we need to be. It is always, I don't know what it is about this, but for some reason, as soon as I'm about to make a transition on a song, somebody always finds a way to come up and talk to me right before that transition happens. Watch what this photographer does, and cool-ass dude. It's not like he knew any better, but you have to handle these moments calmly. Watch the way that I handle him talking to me right in the middle of the point where I'm supposed to make a transition into a new song. I wasn't like, dude, I got to do that. Not right now. Like, I'm listening to him, and it's funny because what he's telling me is so stupid, you'd have no idea. I'll tell you in the moment. Here we go. Let's watch this together. Okay, here he comes. He's in the blue shirt walking across the stage. Now, he notices that I'm kind of like in a zone, and he's like, you know what? Let me get a shot of this. All right, I got this guy. Let me get the DJ. So I start hamming it up for him because he's doing video. That's right. He's a videographer. And now he says to me, ayo, and the song's ending, ayo, are you going to play swag surfing? And I'm like, what? Are you going to play swag surfing? Tell me when you do. And I'm just like, what? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that'll slap. And then I hit the next song. And, I mean, you'll see in my face, like, I wasn't freaking out while he's talking to me. I'm in the middle of doing something. I'm about to make a transition. He decides, you know what? Let's get some video real quick. And then let me go make a quick song request. Right as the song is ending, which he has no idea. You going to play swag surfing? Oh, no, I don't know, man. Actually, I might do that a little bit later. All right, let me know if you're going to do that because I'm going to get these people doing it. They're going to love that. I was like, all right. And in the middle of that, I transition over to an Indian song that is very, it's played, I don't know if it's with an Indian instrument, but you know as soon as it comes on, it's definitely like from the Indian culture. But Punjabi MC slaps. Like, it's got songs with Jay-Z. Like, there's a real hard bass drop to this, and it's awesome. But right now, nobody knows it's coming yet, including the house. You can see by the way that the lights are, they're still kind of up. They're doing the lasers and stuff. But when the beat drops, they kind of realize, like, oh, this song slaps. And what's cool about this is that it's not that everybody loved it at first. And this is what I want you to really take away from this. Like, at first, not everybody loved it, but watch what starts happening. Look at the two Indian girls. They're so happy in the middle of that pit that this song is playing. Over here, as my buddy pans over, there's another pit of two other Indian girls and people surrounding them. They're feeling a song that's speaking to them, and they did not at all expect that to happen in Washington, D.C., in America, or whatever. But look at these two girls. They're going crazy with everybody else watching around them. and they're loving it. And watch what happens when the beat drops. Look at the lighting people do. They take a cue from it and they realize, oh, this is about to go hard. Let's go. And everybody goes nuts. So like it's just this moment that, look at this. That came from nowhere. People did not see that coming at all. And now everybody's rallying around these girls and having a freaking blast at the same time. But did it come from nowhere? No, I set that one up like 20 minutes ahead of time. I set that up days ahead of time. I knew that song was going to slap. I knew I was going to play to a crowd that wasn't expecting it, but did have a high contingency there. It's so important to know who is in your crowd. And then the more experience you have, like, oh, well, if I have that crowd, this song's going to work. If I have, 40s to 60s white crowd, then, a lot of like Springsteen and like September, Earth, Wind, and Fire is going to work. There's just certain things that you do for certain types of people, and they'll love you for it if you can allow them to feel like themselves in a crowd of hundreds or thousands. You're giving them that feeling of comfort. And as a DJ, that's gold. I hope you got something out of this. I really do. And if you like this, I don't really care if you subscribe or like the video. I want you to watch another one, because all I'm here about is to get you better at this, to help you get to the point where you can really make some money DJing. That's the whole point of this channel. It's not necessarily to grow, although, of course, that would be great. And it seems like it's happening organically because I'm freaking blowing up. And I really appreciate all the comments that are coming in so positively overnight. And even the negative ones, because I can always learn how to be better too. But if you want to improve your game, if you want to start earning money, I've been making 6 figures for 6-7 years now. Let's go. You can do this, and I can show you how. Go check out another video. Keep working on your craft. That's what's going to set you apart.